let's start with the interview. So,
yes.
First question, let's talk about the album. Are the songs linked to each other? What are inspired by it?
The first song that I wrote for the album, the title track Harakiri, I wrote in January of 2011 in New Zealand, based on the massive death of bird and fish that we were experiencing at the time. I was inspired by that symbolic, ominous event to kind of understand the situation better, and I wrote the first song. After that, all these other songs just started coming to me pretty quickly, and they're connected in terms of the theme of our world and things that are happening right now, the major upheavals in the world, economically, ecologically, politically, socially, but it's not a concept album or anything like that.
The title of the album, Harakiri, has a strong meaning because it is about the tradition of the samurai society. Why did you choose these references to the Japan tradition, and in particular this specific ritual?
It is, associated, and it's also called seppuku, the same thing. I wanted to use a more respectful word than the word suicide in English. And Harakiri made sense for that purpose. And it again refers to the death of the bird and fish, but it also refers to the symbolic statement of how humanity and civilization unconsciously is poisoning our own environment.
Listening to the album was very hard for me to choose a few songs to represent it all. And the album, I really appreciate it, it's very, very nice.
Cool, thank you.
And I just don't want to talk about the single that you chose, just because everyone talks about it.
Yeah.
And I prefer to talk about other songs, for example, Butterfly, that
yes.
I really like it. It's a very interesting song with a very melancholic sound, so if you can talk about it.
Without getting too much specific, so that people can internalize the meaning and value of the song for themselves, it definitely touches upon human factors, psychologically, societally, and also upon the environment as a reaction, because I think we're reacting in a large part to environmental change, to climate change right now. And one of my favorite lines from the record that I repeat is, "Children outcry, grandfather sky." Those 4 words are saying 2 major things. That the pain on the earth is so large, and at the same time, the rainfall, the decreasing amount of rainfall on the planet is like really powerful, a powerful statement. So those 4 words talk about 2 distinct things that are really amazing.
Then second song, Cornucopia. It shows your attention to social themes and ambientalism. What is it inspired from?
It's definitely environmentally themed, because it's kind of an interesting song, because it's almost like a personal song, but it's also environmental. So it mixes the 2 different aspects of it. Do you believe in stormy weather? Hurricanes play musical chairs with homes and chattel, and the whirling dervish tornadoes wreak all disaster, all of this stuff. And then it says, "I love you," and in the sunshine you chase the moon with a spear, which is very surreal. I pray that you will be all mine. You foam at the mouth and disappear, which is very weird. But it talks about our disconnect with our world. We broke our pact with nature, and away we go to another place where we call home. It's interesting. The middle 8 of the song is very artistic interpretation of it.
Then the other song that I chose is Occupied Tears. I like this song so much, and can you please tell me something about it?
Sure. Occupied Tears. Cool. Yeah, I think it came together well. It starts with a very kind of gothy, kind of electro sound, and then becomes a straight out rock sound, and builds up in terms of emotion and energy. It's a very political song. It deals with the hypocrisy of a victim becoming a victimizer, and it deals with the Israeli-Palestinian situation, possibly in one regard, the need for security for Israel balanced by the need for independence for Palestinians.
Both in your career life with the System of a Down and the solo singer, you put a lot of references to your Armenian origin. An example, in Perfect Harmonies, you have a song that is sung in your language, origin language. How much your culture has put influences in your way to write the album and using the music as an instrument to inform people about this image. It's inside. Did you work it out?
600 years of Ottoman oppression upon the Armenian community has created a very melancholic musical flavor in our culture. The use of the duduk, for example, is very sad, very melancholic. I think a certain element of that is always prevalent in my music in terms of the color. You know, the Armenian themes sometimes rise up, especially having to do with awareness of the genocide. But it's an influence, among others, musically that is digested and reflected instead of a direct kind of connection to one particular, you know, type of music.
Okay. Are you going to do a tour for your album?
Yes. We're going to be in Europe in October.
Also in Italy in October?
Also in Italy.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.